Up, dudes? I don't know why I don't have a face cam. Well, would you look at that? I just figured it out. We got a blue screen now. It's actually just the opposite side of the green screen. But fuck! I should have put the camera on the other side of the screen. It doesn't matter. Today we're going over the Miles suits, and also we're going to do some suit combinations as well. So, what's up, dudes? So, right off the bat, upgraded suit. I mean, this one is just like it's the classic Miles suit, other than the actual classic Miles suit. But this one it's like a good it's a good redesign of Miles's costume because it's really not a redesign. Literally, the only things they added are these red bands going down the arms. But otherwise, the overall aesthetic of the costume is basically the same thing. I like how this one's a little bit darker though. The black is darker, which I like. And it looks really good with the Advanced Suit 2.0. So does this one, but these two literally look like they were made to be seen side by side. These two really don't. So yeah, this one's cool. These two look great together. These two, I run it with these two sometimes. It's really cool seeing them fighting crimes together. It looks like they're a genuine team. They have the same color scheme and everything. Miles is a little bit lighter blue, but I think that gives him a more youthful vibe. He looks a little bit younger than Peter does. But those look like uniforms, straight up. So I like this one. This blue one is pretty good too. I can understand if people like it. I just don't rock with it. And then this one's okay. White and red were my high school's colors, so I probably should like this one more than I do, but why would I use that one when I can use this one? And why would I use this one when I can use this one right here? I like this one better. I don't know what it is. I just like this one better. I wish the black was darker, but it's not. Anything's better than this fucking piece of garbage. Look at this thing. I don't know what Insomniac was thinking when they made this. They were not cooking, bro. This suit would probably be a lot better. The suit would be a lot better if the hair was not in it, because first of all, the hair is just going to give Miles away. Everyone's going to be like, yo, that's fucking Miles. Where's Miles? Oh, wait, there's Spider-Man with the exact same hair as Miles. Oh, shit, Miles is Spider-Man. This does not do a good job at conserving his secret identity. Unless he's not trying to do that, in which case, good for Miles. But, literally any of these three would have been better than this one. This one is so bad, the color scheme. It looks good at night because, like, the lines glow and stuff. Like, at night, I can understand. But, like, in the light, ew, bro. Like, what the fuck was Insomniac thinking? Not ew in a good way. Ew in, like, a... The fuck? This is so bad, bro. Literally any of these recolors would have been better. This one is dope as fuck. This is probably my favorite of the four just because of the color scheme on the side. Like at night, that looks crazy. But like if it's light out, then, you know, it's just, it doesn't hit the same. I think if they were going to go with this design, I think this one right here would have been the better design. Okay. With this one, I understand that red eyes is like Miles's thing, but it draws too much attention to the face, which then draws attention to how fucking awful the mask is. This one, the eyes are black. It's a blackout aesthetic, except for the shoes, which I think should have also been black to match the aesthetic. But this one would have been a much better... I would be more willing to get behind this one, because at least it looks like Miles. This one doesn't look like Miles. This looks like he's trying too hard to be Peter. They should have gone with this one at the very least. And then this white one over here is okay. Honestly, looks better than the red one. Like at night, that honestly looks pretty sick. But they should have made the eyes on this one blue, because there's like no other red on this costume otherwise, other than the shoes. Which I guess, but like at that point, make the webs red. You know, don't make the webs in the center white, make them red. So that way you get a little bit more red throughout the costume. Or make the knee pads red or something. Just like the little details should be red on this costume. But it doesn't matter because this is like a 2 out of 10 design-wise. This shit is so bad. I'm never, ever going to willingly be like, fuck it, evolved suit. Like, I'm never going to do that. Alright, family business. Family business. This was pretty cool. I like this one, especially when you pair it up with either Iron Spider Red Those two look pretty good together. Or if you're going to do an Iron Spider, you got to do, ew. Those two look pretty clean together. Those two look pretty clean together. This one also looks cool at night because you got like the pulsating lines going through the costume. Like this is if Miles went Batman mode, basically. Other than this one, but we'll get to that. So this one's cool. The recolors all suck. This is some Joker ass. Like the fuck? Our Prowler, I guess, but it reminds me of the Joker. If you're gonna use any of these, definitely use this one right here. This is the best one. These three, like, this looks like Spider-Man swinging through the woods. This one looks like he came straight out of DC. And then this one just is a worse version of this one. So I don't know why you'd ever use this one. If anything, they should have made the spider and eyes red on this one, or at least the spider, so that way it's red and black and not this random huge splotch of yellow in the middle of the costume. So I don't know who the fuck colored this one in, but not great. Then you got the classic, which is just the classic. This is my favorite one, just because you can't go wrong with the classic suit. I wish it was daytime. None of the Mysterium glitch is not working for me anymore. So I unfortunately just had to find some lights and try and make it look good. But this is the best costume. This is my favorite one. The recolors are pretty good too. This recolor with the advanced suit red and black, ew. That looks like proper uniforms too. These two look like they were made to be seen side by side. Yeah. These two look great together. This one also looks good. Let me put Peter back to advanced red and blue. The purple one's pretty fire too. I like the purple. I just wish it was all black. If it was all black and the webs were purple too, ew, that would have been sick. And then this one's not bad. I don't mind this recolor, but it's the same thing as this one right here. It's just like, I don't know, I'm just not rocking with it. I wouldn't blame you if you said this is my favorite costume in the game, because it's just the classic suit but recolored, and the recolor looks pretty good, so I wouldn't blame you. But if I'm going with a classic suit, it's either this one with the red and black advanced 2.0 or just this one default, because these two do look good together. It's just that this one definitely looks like it was designed more to be seen alongside advanced 2.0. This one is definitely designed more to be seen against advanced 1.0, which is too fucking orange. It pisses me off, but fuck it. Okay. Tracksuit. Valid. Totally valid. If this is your favorite suit in the game, totally valid. I get it. If I'm going to use the tracksuit, though, I'm using this one. That should have been the suit that Miles designed at the end of the game. That should have been his new default costume, because this looks sick. I love this one. But let's look at the... Ooh, I mean, that looks great. But let's look at just the normal tracksuit. Normal track is totally valid, like I said. If you like this one, it's a bit too white, too much white for me. But I'm sure if you do this, the reds don't exactly match, but like they definitely look like they go together more. Are there any red, white, and black Spider-Man costumes that look good? Red, white, and black. No, it doesn't really look like it. Oh, this one. Those two could look kind of good together. And I said I liked this version of the Punk, Spider-Punk, but maybe this one? Maybe. I don't know. I think the tracksuit, the white one, is just too much white. This recolor isn't bad, especially if you put this up against TASM 2. Those kind of look like they're based in the same... Or TASM 1, I mean. They kind of look the same. The blues are very similar. The reds are a little bit different. And the eyes on this one just are not the same. But if you're looking for kind of like a Peter-esque redesign, if you want to pretend you're playing as Peter as Miles, then this one is pretty good. I still think this one is the best one if you're trying to go for that, because it matches the aesthetic of this game so well. Or this one. This one's really good. I like this one a lot. But if you're going to go with the tracksuit, I think this one's the best. And this one I pair with... These two look great together. These two look great together. I forgot to say that if I'm gonna match something up with this one, with the upgraded suit, I'm gonna use. Yeah, these two look fantastic together. I think these two look better than Advanced 2.0 and Miles. I think these two look absolutely perfect. They look like they came straight out of the same movie. The only other one I would say looks good with TASM 2 is this one. Maybe this variant. But this one I save for Toby. Excuse me, what am I doing? I'm getting ahead of myself. And then this recolor is just okay. Let me put Peter back to Advanced 2.0. And then this recolor is just okay. It's too much blue. And the red is too pink. If it was like a deep, rich red, then it would probably look better. This is my favorite one of the tracksuit right here. Brooklyn 2099, I really have no opinion on. I don't use it. This recolor looks mean as fuck. I like that one a lot. This kind of looks like big time. These two are weak. These two are definitely the better ones. But I don't use Brooklyn 2099, so let's move on. Sportswear is cool. I like the way that these two look together. And then the recolors are all pretty cool. I don't know why they didn't do one more recolor that has like the red Peter mask. I guess they wanted to give Miles like his own look. But then this is like the What's Up Danger costume. It's not the exact same thing, but it's like the Insomniac version. They should have just given him the Jordans, bro. They should have given him the Jordans. But that one's valid because I don't think they're going to put the What's Up Danger costume in the game. So if you want to pretend like you're in that scene, then this is good enough. It's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's if you're swinging around, especially if you put on the film style animation and settings, then it's almost indistinguishable. Life Story suit. I mean, you got the Daft Punk Spider-Man over here, and then you could pair that up with Peter's Life Story gold suit, and I'm sure they would look great together. Does Peter even have a? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. So, yeah, if you're gonna put these together, definitely I would say just the normal. But like Life Story, who gives a single fuck? I don't want that. Okay, Miles Morales 2099. Valid. Totally valid. If you like this one, I get it. I like this recolor a lot. And I think that the black and gold looks just clean. I like the way that looks. But I wish if they were going to do a black and gold costume, there was like the Pride one from the first game. Where it's like just basically the classic suit, but it's gold instead. That would have looked clean. I liked that suit a lot, but they didn't bring it back, which is fine. And then this one is mid. I don't really like that one, but fuck it. Advanced Tech suit, not bad, not bad. Like a tech a tech-based version of Miles's classic costume. Totally valid. If this is your favorite suit in the game, I don't even blame you. I think it looks good. I wish I had red eyes, but otherwise, it totally looks good. Oops, I didn't mean to go into photo mode. I probably should have been going in photo mode to show these suits off, honestly, but fuck it. Then the other recolors, too much blue. That one's pretty clean. I like that better than the classic suit with the white. Or the upgraded suit, I mean, with the white. And too much red. It's too much red. So if you're going to do this costume, it's one of these two. Black or white, not the red and blue. It's too much. I don't like these Assassin's Creed looking ass costumes. They're just not for me. So I'm not even going to go over these. Miles Morales 2020 suit. Again, this one's not really for me. But it is a cool design. Another Daft Punk looking Spider-Man. Yeah, this purple one's pretty cool. Either the red or the purple one. Not this one or this one. This is too much going on. It's too bright. It's too bright. I don't like that. but that's Miles Morales 2020. This is valid. Homemade suit, especially when you pair it with Peter's homemade suit. These two look great together, especially this pairing right here. Because then you could really tell apart Miles and Peter. Yeah, no, Miles's homemade suit is valid. I totally get if you like this one. This one's pretty cool. That's a little too Spider-Man, though. These two right here are a little too Spider-Man. This one is, like, perfect for a Miles homemade costume. And then this one just, if you want a different color scheme. These two are okay, but if you're going to use this one, this is the best one for, like, a homemade Miles costume, for sure. The Forever suit, I don't think that there's a bad color combination on this costume right here. The purple one looks clean, the gold one looks clean, the black one looks clean, and then the red one looks clean. This is totally valid. I just don't want to swing around as Black Panther. If you're going to use this costume, you can't swing. You strictly have to parkour. But it's, you know, it's valid. I mean, from the back, that just straight up looks like Black Panther if you didn't have the big spider. So that's pretty cool, but I'm not going to use it. Bodega Cat suit, valid, totally valid. I always loved the way that his suit looks underneath the hoodie. I like that mask, and I like the way that his feet look. I wish we had gotten that costume as well, but, you know, you can't go wrong with Bodega Cat. And then the recolors are all pretty good. I like this one because it has, like, the Miles just black and red aesthetic, and then Spider-Man, the cat, has Miles' mask instead of Peter's. These two, this one, I guess, is valid. But if I'm going to choose one, it's going to be these two right here. One of these two. These two in the middle are okay. Purple Rain, not bad. I do like the Purple Rain suit. If you're going to do a purple and green color scheme, like, this is the way to do it. Then you have this one, which is just an uglier version of this. Then you have this one, which is just like gray and green, which is also valid. That looks pretty cool. I love the eyes. Sick. But this one's pretty cool too. The silver, black, and red. That's like an assassin Spider-Man kind of thing. I don't really have anything that you could pair this up with. I don't really think that there is anything. Maybe Iron Spider? Nah. Maybe these two? I don't know. Nothing really goes with that one. So Purple Rain, not bad. But not my favorite either. Okay, Into the Spider-Verse, goated. Great costume. It's cartoony, and you can't turn off the film effects for the film suits in this game. So it's just it's just automatically going to be that 40 frames style. Yeah, you see that? You can't turn that off either. So, kind of sucks. This one I also like, but again, just probably not going to use it, especially because we don't have a Peter B. Parker costume. We don't have any Into the Spider-Verse. We don't even have Miguel, you know? Like, we just have classic Miguel, but we don't have Miguel from Across the Spider-Verse. So, this one, until we get a Peter B. Parker costume or a Miguel costume from Across the Spider-Verse, then I can't see myself using this one, or where's the third one? This one right here, which also looks clean, but I just can't bring myself to play it when it's in the art style of the movie, unless there's a Peter costume to go with it. The end suit is, I like this one the best. If I'm going to choose one, that back logo looks pretty cool. But, I don't know, that just doesn't really fit the aesthetic of Miles. Excuse me. That one's pretty tough with the eyes. But, yeah, no. That's never going to be my first choice. 10th anniversary suit is valid. I would say that if you're going to use this one, put it with that costume. These two look pretty good together. I think that Miles' tights in this costume look fucking dumb. And I think those boots are dumb. Oops. But this one's pretty cool. I like this one. The pure red instead of the pink. And then this one's cool. And then this one, I like the color scheme. I hate the boots, bro. I think the boots look atrocious. But I don't know. Miles has the exaggerated swagger of a black teen, and I'm a white boy, so I can't possibly know what drip is, you know? Great responsibility suit. Fire. I think this one looks valid as like a Halloween costume looking Peter Parker, because that's what Miles's first suit was in the comics, and it was just a Halloween costume that he bought after Peter Parker died and after he got his powers in the comics. So this one's cool. Again, I think that one looks pretty good with TASM 2. The reds are a little bit different and so are the blues, but it kind of works if that's just supposed to be a Halloween costume. But an even better combination that I like is you apply this. These two look great together, honestly. But for that version of Miles' costume, I pair these two together. The webbed suit and the great responsibility suit. I think these two look fantastic together for some reason. I don't know. I think it's just because, like, it kind of looks like if there was a fourth Toby movie and Miles gets his powers in it, and this just looks like a Halloween costume of Peter Parker, like a cheap Halloween costume of Spider-Man, because Spider-Man's costume looks professional as fuck in the Toby movies and in No Way Home. Like, let's be real, that doesn't look like anything anyone could just make. You literally would need to be a costume designer that gets bitten by a radioactive spider to design this shit. No one's just doing that, you know? But the Miles costume looks like something you could just go into the store and it's just like a cheaply made recolor of Spider-Man's costume. So I think these two look great together, but these two look good together too. They do look valid together. I can't lie. But yeah, put it back to advanced. So yeah, I like this one right here, and I like this one right here. This one's too much red for me. Although I do like that the back spider's black, but this one is just like, I wish the back spider was red on this one, then it would just be a perfect great responsibility suit. Like red, like it is on this. I don't know why they made it this dull ass red. But and then this one's okay. I think the back spider being bright red kind of throws it off. I think this one could have definitely benefited from the back spider being white. But, you know, I'm not in charge of the costume designs in this game. Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. suit. I love the blue and white color scheme, but I would never see Miles wearing this. Like, Miles would just never be wearing this for no reason. You know? The black and silver version looks pretty good. The black, red, and white version looks pretty good. I would say that this is my favorite of the four. Actually, that's a lie. I'd say this one's my favorite of the four. And then you have this one, which is, I don't know. That gray and gold. If this was black and gold, this would probably look way cleaner, but it's gray for some reason. This one, and does Peter have like a tactical costume? He does. Wow. Okay, so like those two together are valid. Those two together are valid. Too bad this suit fucking sucks. I hate the stealth suit that Peter has. Okay, but that's the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. suit. Get this atrocious thing off of Peter. Next costume is the strike suit. I'm just going to skip over these because this is probably my least favorite Miles costume in the game. It literally makes him look like a shitty Power Ranger villain. Or a Power Ranger in general. This one is, I guess, the best recolor. Because it's just like black with those gold gauntlets. Like this one I could see looking cool. But, again, he looks like a Power Ranger. Or a Power Ranger villain. He doesn't look like Spider-Man. This one, I guess, looks the most like Spider-Man, but that's just, like, ugly, bro. Who the fuck is using that one? Programmable matter. Not mad about any of these, but it's not my first choice. I think this purple one looks pretty tough. I mean, they all look tough at night. Like, the programmable matter suit is one of those costumes that, at night, is just one of the best looking ones. At night. You know? But during the day, those colors don't pop. My favorite color is green, so this one is pretty cool. This reminds me of Chasm. the Spider-Man character from the comics. If it had a little bit of purple, it would probably be a pretty good swap out for a Chasm costume, but it's not. Across the Spider-Verse suit, valid, totally, but not being able to turn off the animation and there not being a Peter B. Parker or a Miguel O'Hara costume from the Across the Spider-Verse movie means I won't use it. I don't want it to look like it stands out. Crimson Cowl suit. This one's okay. I think this color variation is better. I think having more black than red makes it look more like Miles. And if you pair this one up with this costume right here for Peter, these two look menacing together. These two look more like a team, but that's just too much red. So I think that this right here looks pretty valid. This one just doesn't have, it's a different color scheme. And then this one, again, just too much white. They should have made the eyes red, honestly. But, you know, if you like this one, I don't really blame you. Fuck it. Do what you want. Those two look kind of nice together. What would, what's the classic? Those two look pretty nice together. These two, again, that's just too much red for Miles. So I think that if you're going to make a pairing, this right here is pretty valid. It's pretty valid. Or this right here. Honestly, I would say that the blue one looks better. This one. I would say those two look good together. But I'm not a fan of hoods on my Spider-Man costumes. So this is not my favorite Miles costume. But if you said it was, valid. It's not for me personally, but it's valid. The Best There Is suit, this is really random. I don't know why they put this one into the game. It's cool. And if this is any indication of what Wolverine's going to look like in the Wolverine game, then that's sick. I always liked the Astonishing X-Men look, the blue and yellow. So that looks pretty cool. But, like, why would you ever play this as Miles? Like, why would you ever put this on? Unless you're pretending to be Miles. You're role-playing as Miles in the game, like, during Halloween or something like that. But otherwise, like, why? Why would you ever use this one? You know? It's Wolverine. That's not Spider-Man. If I wanted to play as Wolverine, I'll buy the Wolverine game when that comes out. So, fuck it. This one's pretty cool. I like this one a lot. Especially when paired with Peter's black suit. I think these two look great together. The texturing is basically the same. This one looks good because it's like Miles' color scheme, whereas this one is like Peter's black suit color scheme. So it's like differentiates the two. This one's pretty cool as well. Maybe makes him look a little bit too much like Carnage. These two go great together. The like yin and yang kind of look. And then this one is cool. I like the orange gradient, especially at night. But I don't know of any Spider-Man costumes for Miles specifically that have orange on them. So I don't know where that orange color comes from. The gradient looks nice though. But I think these two look valid, or these two look valid. Again, this one is just too much red, but I could totally get if you like those two, because those do look pretty nice together. Let's move on to the next symbiote costume, Absolute Carnage. Now, this costume is absolutely menacing looking, and I would pair it with this symbiote suit. These two look absolutely ridiculous together. They look great. Here's another version of that all red one. I think that those look great together as well. Here you have one so that both Miles and Peter could have red and white, or black and white. This one's a little bit more blue than white, but in game it probably looks white. Yeah, I'm sure that mixed with the symbiote suit look awesome together. But again, if I'm gonna choose one, the yin and yang look, especially when the symbiotes look fucking pissed, looks great. I think that looks awesome. Now, the weakest of the symbiote Miles, 3 symbiote Miles costumes is this one, this Null inspired one, which looks cool. I like the elbow pads and stuff, but it looks too clean to be a symbiote costume. You know what I mean? These two look a little bit more ooey gooey symbiote. This one looks like it's a costume that has bony shoulder pads. Again, they give him an all red variant, which looks pretty cool. They give him a black and white variant, which These two look pretty good together, honestly. Or these two. Definitely this one looks better. Um, and then I guess if you want to do one where it's like Miles and the anti-venom suit, eh. Let's see, what's a good combination? No, see, that one looks a little bit too pissed off for the anti-venom suit. So maybe these two together look valid. I hate those boots on Miles. They make him look like a naked dude just wearing socks. I don't know why that's the first thing that comes to mind, but I think the Dark Ages suit with the anti-venom suit looks the best. These two look pretty good. These two look pretty good. These two also look pretty good. That looks like another uniform job. But I don't know. The anti-venom suit of the 3 symbiote costumes, it's probably my least favorite. I still think it looks great. But these two are just... This one has grown on me a lot, the black suit. This is my favorite one. This one just makes him look like he's fucking pissed. This one looks like the black suit. But if I'm going to wear a black suit, I think I said it in my Peter version of the video, this is the one I'm going to go with. Especially if you want to get that team-up look going. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to get that anti-venom look going. But let's do this one. See, this one just looks like a leather costume. It doesn't look as alive as the actual black suit does. But, okay, so those are the symbiote costumes for Miles. If I had to rank them, I would say 3, 2, 1. If I'm going to swing around as Miles in a symbiote costume, it's going to be this one. That just looks fucking mean. Looks mean. I wish those little tendrils coming off the back kind of slithered around a little bit, moved around. I think the texture does, but like the actual tendril itself does not. Which I don't really give a fuck, but that would have just been like an extra cool little detail. Okay, the Boricua, I think I'm pronouncing that right. That looks cool. The Puerto Rican flag as Miles' costume. That's pretty cool. If Miles leaned into his Puerto Rican heritage a little bit more, then I could totally see this being his costume, especially if he was like a big fan of Captain America or something like that. But just having the Puerto Rican flag on there just kind of throws it off a little bit. I think this is the best of the 4 recolors. This one is too much blue. This one, I don't know why they chose that shade of red. This one, they should have made the blues match, so that the blue on the like the chest crest area matched the rest of the blue on the costume. That could have looked cool, but for some reason they did 2 different shades of blue, which is a random choice. This one they did a different shade of red. If the reds blended, then that would look great. And this one they did a different shade of white. If the whites blended, that would look great. So this is definitely the best one just because it offers a bunch of contrast and it doesn't show different versions of the same color like these 3 do. So this one is the most cohesive as a whole. But Smoke and Mirror suit. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. If you pair that up with the upgraded suit, it's Spider-Man and Mysterio, you know? Maybe this one looks better, maybe a little bit. I don't know. These two are pretty lazy. They're just color swapped versions of the same thing. This one makes him look like a genuine Power Ranger. He literally looks like the White Ranger. So this one literally looks like the White Ranger, like a white Power Ranger. And then this one looks really good with the black version of the 2099 suit. I think those two look great together for some reason. The blacks and reds are just like an exact match. This looks like a futuristic version of Miles' costume when it's colored like that, as opposed to looking like a Mysterio costume. So I think these two look great together. If there was a Miles Morales 2099, I think it would look something like this. I don't know. Okay. A lot of switching back and forth in this episode. Biomechanical suit. It's alright. It's alright. The encoded suit. Same thing with this one up here. With this color variation. I don't know why they gave him just random splotches of red when the top half of the costume is very yellow heavy. That doesn't make any sense. Either make it all red or make it all yellow. Don't do yellow and red. That's just random as shit. Also, I really do not like how these pre-order bonus suits do not come with color variations. Because if this one was all yellow or all red, it would look infinitely better. But just the random bright ass red on the hands and feet, and then these random straps on the back on his hamstrings, hanging off of his hamstrings. What the fuck is that? It's just a very random suit. City Sounds, I mean, this one's fun, but it will never be my first choice for Miles. Like, looks like he is late to the barbershop quartet, honestly. So, any of these, honestly, I don't care because I'm never going to choose this suit. So, if any of these speak to you, good for you. But, I'm never going to use it. So, most dangerous game suit. I mean, I guess if you want to match Peter and Miles in like the same exact outfit, then yeah. Like literally the exact same outfit. There's no noticeable differences whatsoever. So if you want to make Peter the red one and then make Miles like a different colored one, like I guess, but I don't know why they put that in the game. It's like a cool idea, like to give us costumes based on other heroes and villains. But this is a Spider-Man game at the end of the day. Those costumes might look good for like photo mode, but then as soon as I'm done in photo mode, I'm switching my ass out and right back into the classics, you know? So yeah, the most dangerous game suit, mid. Not even mid. Worse than mid. Tokatsu suit? Tokusatsu? This one looks like a Power Ranger too, and it doesn't really have anything good to match it with. So, yeah. The Agamat suit looks like some fucking cyberpunk, steampunk looking costume. I don't know what this has to do with Miles Morales. It kind of just makes him look like Wraith for some reason. So I guess you could do like you could do this combo right here. Nice, cheeky little combo, but the purples don't match. But what you could do is if you want to make them both look like fucking white Power Rangers, I guess those two kind of go together, like a little bit. Color schemes are exactly the same at the very least. But, again, just going to put it right back to Advanced 2.0 because, yeah. And then last but not least, the Red Spectre suit, which that hair looks even fucking dumber than the Evolved suit. I don't know what Insomniac was thinking when they came up with these DLC suits. Almost all 10 of them suck. Almost all 10 of them. I would say that this one isn't bad. This Peter costume right here. Not bad. And this one would look a lot better if it was like all red with like a black spider. Because then it would kind of look like the ends of the earth spider armor. I don't fucking know. The pre-order bonus suits all suck. I don't know why I'm even trying to justify it, but that seems to be every Miles costume in the game. So I guess that means the stream is done. I don't really have anything else. There's no other costumes to go through. So yeah, that's just the Miles section of this and a few suit combinations for you guys. Me personally, if I'm running Peter and Miles, I'm doing Amazing 2 and this one right here. Just the upgraded. I think these two look great together. But if I'm running Toby, gotta go Great Responsibility black version. I think these two just look great. I think it's because the reds are almost identical. Kinda. Maybe Miles' red is a little bit brighter, but like look at his elbow pad and like the red on the costume. They're almost exactly the same. So these genuinely look like they belong in the same universe together. I don't know what about it is. These two look like they belong in the same universe. These two look like they belong in the same universe. And then these two look like they belong in the same universe. I don't know what it is about those combinations, but they all work in my mind. But for the sake of this, we're gonna just go right back to the classic and upgraded, to the advanced and upgraded suits. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you people. I hope you enjoyed going down this little journey when it comes to the costumes in this game. I know this was a relatively short stream. The last and final Spider-Man 2 stream, at least until the DLC comes out, is going to be me platinuming the game. So that's literally just going to be me free roaming and trying to figure out what trophies I need to do in order to get the 100% trophy. And then once I 100% the game, I'm done with it. Streaming wise, at least, I'm still going to play the fuck out of this game, but like, streaming wise, I'm done with this game until the DLC comes out once I platinum it. So again, thank you guys for watching. I love you people. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the costumes in this game with me. I'm going to be doing a tier list for all the different costumes in the game and potentially all the color variants. Just keep an eye out for that. That'll probably be an actual video. That probably won't be a stream. But until then, keep on keeping on. See you guys.